we have a system with transfer function is given as s divided by s plus 1, and x of t is the input and y of t is the output. We want to find the steady state response for an input of x of t is equal to sin t. For a sinusoidal input a sin omega t, the general form of the output y of t is equal to b into sin omega t plus phi of omega. Here b is equal to a into magnitude of t of j omega, and phi of omega is equal to angle of t of j omega, where t is the transfer function. Now here t of s is given as s divided by s plus 1. So t of j omega is equal to j omega divided by j omega plus 1. Therefore, magnitude of t of j omega is equal to omega divided by root of omega square plus 1, and angle of t of j omega is equal to angle of j omega, that is 90 minus angle contribution by j omega plus 1, that is tan inverse omega by 1. B is equal to a into this quantity, that is omega divided by root of omega square plus 1. Here x of t is equal to sin t, that is x of t is equal to sin t. So comparing with the standard equation, a is equal to 1 and omega is equal to 1 radian per second. So the value of b is equal to 1 into omega is 1. 1 divided by root of 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1 by root 2. And phase, this is equal to 90 minus tan inverse 1, that is 90 minus 45 degree, that is equal to 45 degree. Pi by 4 radian. Okay, now our y of t is equal to 1 by root 2 into sin omega t. Omega is 1. So sin t plus phi of omega, that is 45 degree plus 45 degree, or this is equal to 1 by root 2 sin t plus pi by 4. This is the steady state response. The second question is f of x is equal to 5 divided by s into s square plus 3s plus 2 is the Laplace transform of the function f of t. That is Laplace transform of f of t is equal to this f of s. We want to find the value of f of 0, that is f of 0, the value of this function at t is equal to 0, that is the initial value. This problem can be solved by using initial value theorem, that is initial value f of 0 is equal to limit s tends to infinity s into f of x, that is equal to s into f of x, 5 divided by s into x square plus 3s plus 2, and apply the limit s tends to infinity. This s in the numerator and denominator get cancelled, and substituting s is equal to infinity, this become 5 divided by infinity square plus 3 times infinity plus 2, that is equal to 0. So the answer is D. So the question is unit impulse response of a system is given, that is c of t is equal to 12.5 into e raised to minus 60 into sin 80, and t is greater than or equal to 0. And SSV, that is steady state value of unit step response of the system is equal to. Choices are given. So, impulse response is same as that of the transfer function. So T of s is equal to the Laplace transform of C of t, that is C of x. C of s is equal to Laplace transform of C of t. Okay, Laplace transform of sin omega t is equal to omega divided by x square plus omega square, and Laplace transform of e raised to minus at sin omega t is equal to omega divided by s plus a the whole square plus omega square. So the Laplace transform of C of t, that is C of s, is equal to 12.5 into, here omega is 8. 8 divided by s plus a. A is 6. 6 the whole square plus omega square, that is 64. That is equal to 100 divided by x square plus 12x plus 100. Y of s by x of x is equal to the transfer function t of s. Therefore, if x of t is a unit step input, x of t is equal to u of t. That implies x of x is equal to 1 by x. Therefore, y of x is equal to t of x into x of x. That is equal to 1 by x, that is x of x, into 100 divided by x square plus 12x plus 100. This is our y of s. So we want to find the steady state value. Steady state value is y of infinity. Y of infinity. That means limit t tends to infinity y of t. That is equal to, by using final value theorem, this is equal to limit x tends to 0 s into y of x. That is equal to limit x tends to 0 s into 100 divided by s into s square plus 12x plus 100. This s and s get cancelled. By substituting the value of s is equal to 0, this become 100 divided by 100. That is equal to 1. Now our question is, unit impulse response of a system is 5 e raised to minus 40. Find unit step response and unit ramp response. Since step, ramp and impulse are integral differential signals, that is step, ramp and impulse are integral differential signals. That means one signal can be obtained either by integration or differentiation of other signal. The response of the system due to step be s of t, and output due to ramp be r of t, and output due to impulse be h of t. Then one response can be obtained either integration or differentiation. X of t is equal to integral h of t dt. That is, step response is equal to integral impulse response, and ramp response is equal to integral of step response. That is equal to double integral of impulse response. Okay. Now, impulse response h of t, that is equal to first derivative of step response, and h of t is equal to second derivative of ramp response. Okay. Similarly, s of t, step response, is equal to of ramp response. Impulse response is given. H of t is equal to 5 into e raised to minus 4t. So unit step response s of t is equal to integral h of t dt. That is equal to integral 5 e raised to minus 4t dt. That is equal to 5 by minus 4 e raised to minus 4t. That is equal to minus 5 by 4 e raised to minus 4t. And ramp response, that is equal to integral of step response. That is equal to integral of this term, that is minus 5 by 4 into e raised to minus 4t dt. That is equal to minus 5 by 4 into minus 4 e raised to minus 4t. That is equal to 5 by 16 e raised to minus 4t. Okay. Now the question is, u of t is the unit step response and r of t represents unit ramp response and u of t convolution r of t. So this is a representation of convolution of u of t and r of t. Then the convolution of u of t plus 1 and r of t minus 2 is the question. Choices are given. First choice, half into t minus 1 into t minus 2, half into t minus 1 into t plus 2, half into t minus 1 the whole square into u of t minus 1. And option D is none of these. Okay. Now, Laplace transform of u of t, that is equal to 1 by s, is equal to represented by capital letter u of s. And Laplace transform of r of t, ramp signal, that is equal to 1 by s square represented by r of s. This convolution in time domain is equal to multiplication in Laplace domain. Now, u of t plus 1, Laplace transform of u of t plus 1 is equal to, this is an advanced signal, e raised to s divided by s, and Laplace transform of r of t minus 2, this is a delayed signal, delayed by 2 units, that is equal to e raised to minus 2s divided by s square. Laplace transform of u of t plus 1 convolution r of t minus 2, that is equal to e raised to s by s into e raised to minus 2s divided by s square, that is equal to e raised to minus s divided by s cube. u of t plus 1 convolution r of t minus 2, that is equal to L inverse of e raised to minus s by s cube. This is a Laplace transform of delayed unit ramp signal, that is equal to 1 by 2 t minus 1 the whole square e raised to minus s, that implies delayed by 1 unit u of t minus 1. So this is our answer. Question is, a first order differential equation is given, dy by dt plus y of t is equal to del of t, and del of t is a delta function, that is unit impulse signal. Assume 0 initial conditions and u of t represents step function. Then the question is, we want to find the response y of t. Choice A is given e raised to t, B is e raised to minus t, C is e raised to t u of t, D is e raised to minus t u of t. Delta signal can be represented by this, the value, this is equal to 1 t. So this is a non-persisting signal. Now, the Laplace transform of these expressions by assuming 0 initial condition is s into y of s plus y of s is equal to Laplace transform of del of t is equal to 1, that is 1. So s plus 1 into y of s is equal to 1, or y of s is equal to 1 by s plus 1. Therefore, y of t is equal to L inverse of 1 by s plus 1. that is equal to e raised to minus t into u of t. This is the response. So answer is D. This response can be represented by the signal. That is, this is t, 0, the value, peak value is 1, and exponentially decaying signal. This is our y of t. So this is a simple question. Laplace transform of f of t is f of s, and f of s is given 5s square plus 23s plus 6 whole divided by s into s square plus 2s plus 2. As t approaches infinity, what is the value of f of t is the question. So using final value theorem, f of infinity, that is equal to limit t tends to infinity, f of t is equal to limit s tends to 0, s into f of s. That is equal to s into this time 5s square plus 23s plus 6 divided by s into s square plus 2s plus 2. This s and s get cancelled. So this is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 6 divided by 0 plus 0 plus 2. 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. So A is the answer. Our question is the transfer function of a linear time invariant system is given g of s is equal to 1 by s square plus 3s plus 2. The steady state value of the output of the system for a unit impulse input applied at time instant t is equal to 1 will be, and options are given 0, 0.5, 1, 2. So the transfer function of the system is g of s is equal to c of s by r of s, that is equal to 1 divided by, this can be written as s plus 2 into s plus 1. Now c of s is equal to 1 by s plus 2 into s plus 1 into r of s. Right. Well, here our input is an unit impulse signal delayed by 1 unit. That is, r of t is a unit impulse signal delayed by 1 unit. That is, r of t is del of t minus 1. So Laplace transform of r of t, that is equal to r of s is equal to e raised to minus s. C of s is equal to e raised to minus s divided by s plus 2 into s plus 1. We want to find the steady state value. Steady state value is c of infinity, that is equal to limit t tends to infinity c of t. By using final value theorem, this is equal to limit s tends to 0, s into c of x, that is equal to s into e raised to minus s divided by s plus 2 into s plus 1 is equal to 0 into e raised to minus 0 divided by 0 plus 2 into 0 plus 1. That is equal to 0 into 1 divided by 2 into 1 is equal to 0. So option A is the correct answer. So our question is, transfer function of a system is given by 100 divided by s square plus 20s plus 100. The system is, choice are given, overdamped, underdamped, critically damped or unstable. We can write the transfer function t of s is equal to 100 divided by s square plus 20s plus 100. This is equal to 100 divided by s plus 10 the whole square. That means both poles are at s is equal to minus 10. That means this is our s plane, sigma j omega. So pole is at minus 10 and both poles is at minus 10. This implies the system is critically damped. Critically damped. So answer is C. This can also proved by comparing this with standard equation, that is x square plus 2 theta omega ns plus omega n square. That means omega n square is equal to 100. This implies omega n is equal to 10 radian per second and 2 theta omega n is equal to 20. That means 2 into theta into 10 is equal to 20. That implies theta is equal to 1. So this means critically damped. So critically damped. Transfer function T of s is equal to omega n square divided by s square plus 2 theta omega ns plus omega n square. The location of the poles, we can determine whether the system is which damped, underdamped, overdamped, critically damped, or stable or unstable. For a underdamped system, 0 less than theta less than 1. So the location of poles in S-plane is complex conjugate lying in the LHS of the S-plane. This is the location of the poles. And the unit step response will be in this form. And system is stable. And for undamped, theta is equal to 0. So the location of poles is conjugate, purely imaginary poles lying on the imaginary axis, that is complex conjugate. This is our j omega axis and real axis. And nature of unit step response is like this. This is a sinusoidal output. The peak value is 2 and this oscillates with respect to 1. So the value of peak amplitude is 2 and this oscillates with respect to this one. This will never goes to negative. Critically damped, theta is equal to 1. So the location of the poles coincide. And the response of the system will like this. This is the response and final value is 1. This is a stable system. Over damped, that means theta is greater than 1. Then the poles are different and purely real, lying on the negative real axis. And the nature of the response is like this. Okay. Then for negatively damped, theta is less than 1. The system is always unstable. Then the poles will lies in the positive RHS of the S-plane. So this is the nature of the poles. Then the response is goes on increasing. And if this is the location of poles, positive real axis, then the response will goes to infinity and the system become unstable. For the negatively damped case, the system is always unstable. A linear time invariant system with impulse response h of t is given, that is equal to e raised to minus 5t u of t. If the output of the system is given, that is y of t is equal to e raised to minus 3t u of t minus e raised to minus 5t u of t. Then we want to find the input of the system for this output. Choices are given: e raised to minus 3t u of t, 2 e raised to minus 3t u of t, e raised to minus 5t u of t, 2 into e raised to minus 5t u of t, where u of t is the unit step input. Now impulse response is equal to transfer function. That means h of s, that is the impulse response, is equal to t of s. Okay, now y of s by x of x is the transfer function t of s, or y of s is equal to t of s into x of x. This is our y of t. So Laplace transform of y of t is y of s, that is equal to 1 by s plus 3 minus 1 by s plus 5, that is equal to 2 divided by s plus 3 into s plus 5. Okay, so h of s is equal to 1 by s plus 5. Right. Then from this expression, x of x is equal to y of s divided by t of s. That is equal to, here y of s is 2 by s plus 3 divided by s plus 5 divided by 1 by s plus 5. This get cancelled. So this is equal to 2 by s plus 3. Therefore, the input x of t is equal to L inverse of 2 by s plus 3. That is equal to 2 times e raised to minus 3t. So, B is the answer.